Here it is, 2009 Corvette Z06. I have to apologize in advance if Collins ever finds my YouTube channel and what I'm doing to this car. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. So for right now, the car, this is going to be its first wash. I pulled the, what do you call it, header wrap that was on the exhaust pipes all the way down the mid pipes, and as you can see, there's tons of fiberglass all over everything. Now I understand why he didn't want to pull that stuff off, because it makes you itchy and it makes a huge fucking mess. Used to have a Corvette decal on the windshield. That was the first thing come right off. The custom stripes. I'm in the process of taking the letters off. Let me know if I should keep it just saying custom D. Giggity. Anyways. The hood struts are all tired, but so we're gonna wash the engine bay. I've already got the alternator and the fuse box covered up. Let's do it. Alright, so we just washed the car. I want to just point out my observations, I guess. I have like a light scratch here on the bumper, but the bumper's not bad. He said that it was removed and repainted, and it seems like that's the case because it's a 133,000 mile car. There's some like light scuffing on the sides, a little scratch here. Might be able to even buff that out. A little chip there. I gotta take the goo off and remove this old sticker residue. That'll come off real easy. Bumper's not in bad shape. Oh, it's just fabric. I thought there was one more thing. Definitely this little like scratch on the mirror here. It's pretty deep. That ain't gonna buff out. And then some little scratches here. Hood's pretty good. It's got a half of a clear bra. Looks pretty fucking ugly. I feel like if you did half, you should just do the whole hood. So, and then there's PPF over all the stripes, except on the bumper. And it looks like, I don't know if this was like a repair job on the PPF, but it's like segmented, kind of weird. If I'm feeling up for it, maybe I'll cut my own strip and just do, well, 2 strips because of the separation there. Windshield's cracked, I already knew about that. That's really unfortunate. Here, and there's a chip here. It's got a cool GoPro mount right there, so can't wait to test that out. Up here, some scratching, I've already seen that for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the camera should pick that up. It's hard to tell on the tiny little screen. Oh, I'm pretty sure the discoloration there is from the like dimmer. Collins, if you're watching this, you were 100% wrong. That is from auto dimming mirrors when they go bad. So, what's the plan? What's the next plan? Plan next is to probably pull it on the lift. I think I'm gonna put different brake pads in it. He gave me a ton of brake pads. In here I got, I think, 1 set of rear track day pads, a couple sets of fronts, and then one that has front and rear in it, and they're like, there's a lot of life left, but kind of the same thing. I think there's 2 sets of fronts and then a set of rears at the Hawk 5.0s. It's a little more street friendly pad, so until I have any like track days planned, I think this is what I'm going to go with, even though they are pretty dusty. The squeaking with the track day pads on the street is like, it's really bad. So for now I'm going to stick with the stock calipers up front, even though I do have the wheel widths from the C5. I pulled those off. Plan is to go with these. And when I get it up on the lift, I'm gonna figure out how to reattach this. This is an adjuster for the coilover. As you can hear, that's just the wire just flapping around in there. That's unfortunate, but pretty easily fixable, I would think. Welcome. Hello. We've got the wheel off. One thing I noticed is he used, somebody was obsessed with Dynamat with this car. It's dirty. I noticed this, I was picking at this, like the boot. Oh, there's the bump stop. The rubber boot is totally shot. That's surprising. So what I'm gonna do is unbolt the top of that. Hopefully I have a little bit of room to work with. If not, I'll just undo the bottom as well. Wow, look at that. That's no bueno. Coating is terrible. Yeah, maybe I'll just pull it out and have a look at it, get an idea what we're working with. Okay, so what had happened on that shock was, in the trunk is this little sheathed wire, you know, so it's an extension. And on top of the shock there's a little a knob, and essentially this had come out of this like coupler. So this, it's missing the Allen wrenches, but this goes onto the knob, and then it has a set screw, and then once you kind of get it in place, you stick this in there, and then you tighten another set screw, and then it fastens that so that it's, you know, an extension. So just took care of that. Shock's back in. On the light. Shock has been in. Kind of just wiped it off with some soap and water. Looks a little better. And now I gotta torque the lower bolt down her. And then we'll figure out how to do the brake pad replacement. I've never done it on a C6. So kind of looks like you just have to pull the whole caliper off. So let's do that. Alright, well I got the caliper off. Now I just need to figure out I guess they just pop out. So I figured, yeah, they just pop out. I just wanted to give a comparison. I got, these are Hawk 5.0 street pads. Tons of meat left. Actually, I'd say they're probably like 50% because these are super thick. They're probably brand new. So I'm gonna stow those away until the first track day. These I could probably run these at autocross. I plan to shake the car down at an autocross before I hit the track. On the driver's side, we're gonna switch the pads out. This one adjusts okay, so we're gonna leave the coilover alone. But I don't like the angle of the brake line, how it's angled downward. I'm gonna angle it upwards. And if we lose a little bit of fluid, so be it. Can easily do a little quick bleed. And just like that, Hawk pads are in. And the line is looking a little more favorable. Almost safe. Oh boy. I want you, the audience, to take a look at the orientation of the upper coilover mount. Do you got it? Good. Okay. It's further inboard, right? I think you know where this is going. You guys are intelligent people. Ooh. Yeah. Well, if only I didn't have this out 2-3 times already, fudging around with the adjuster. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but fix it. Okay, that took like way longer than I thought. First of all, this is a spherical ball bushing bearing, I don't know, and it was completely seized, so luckily a little bit of white lithium grease and cranking it in position unseized it, so that's cool. Also, with it oriented like this, that back bolt is so damn hard to get to. The only way to tighten it was with a good old-fashioned 13mm box end. It does fit back here. I don't know if you can see that. It does fit, so you can crank it little by little like that. And then obviously now that one's not so hard to get to. So if anyone else has these LG coilovers, top tip. Good morning. For you, what has been only a scene transition for me has been several days. What we've got now, I think one of the oil leaks I had with the car was the valley pan gasket, because I had a little oil up here in the front. And what I kept seeing was oil. A little hard to see. There's like a little ledge. I'll put a little picture. And there was oil, so I cleaned that up and then drove the car one time. So it's only 2 times I've driven the car. And there was oil there again. So I'm like, what the heck could that be coming from? It's not coming from the valve cover because it's all clean under here and dry. I installed the catch can before driving it. I know like the catch can wasn't the problem. But anyway, I did peep some oil right there, pulled the intake, and sure enough the gasket looked like it was leaking, so I'm hoping this is an easy fix. I just have to wait until tomorrow for it to be delivered because I didn't want to pay $42 at O'Reilly compared to $24 for the exact same thing on Amazon. So that brings us outside to what I was doing with the intake. So I've done this before with the C5, filled up this giant bin with Purple Power and water and left the intake in there overnight because it was like crazy oily on the inside. On a side note, yesterday I picked up this Maddox sprayer from Harbor Freight because it was 40% off, and I've always wanted one of those little refillable sprayers, so that's cool. So here we have the intake. It's towards the end of the process for sure. It's not too bad to get the oily residue out of it. It's just bad, and you're not gonna be able to see, but like deep down in the back, there's like some residue back there, and obviously it's a lot harder to get a good spray of stuff in there and clean that out. I should have looked at Harbor Freight for maybe like a big brush, like a sacrificial one that I could, you know, get in there and brush it out a little bit, because I don't really have a good way to agitate it. But the degreaser combined with a water hose just repeatedly has worked pretty good. I tried carburetor cleaner. It doesn't really spray out at enough pressure to really do anything. It breaks it up a little bit, as all solvents would, but degreaser and a hose has been working just fine for like the stubborn bits. So anyway, I'm just going to do one more spray with the degreaser and one more spray with the hose, and then I'm going to set it out here to finally dry it off so I can get it ready to put back on. Alright, I am through cleaning this thing. Next step, I'm going to blow it off with some compressed air. So I got it set up in my shitty chair to just suspend it. And let's do it. I will say this, I don't regret the method I chose to do this, but hindsight's 20/20. I think that the easier way to do this, the more efficient way to do this, would have just been to do the degreaser and the hose. I don't think that, I know that soaking it for like 12 plus hours in the tank was doing something, but I think that my time could have been better spent just spraying degreaser inside it and then hosing that out repeatedly. So problem I have today is it's overcast. It's not really sunny. It's not really warm. Yesterday was all of those things, so it would have dried out pretty quickly. Not that I'm in a time crunch, but I am kind of stuck now. So while I look for my flashlight that I misplaced, this will be drying. Okay, forget the flashlight. I just hatched this little brainchild. I'm gonna run whatever's left on that battery and this full battery through this bad boy to hopefully get some air through it and dry it off. Shit, I can feel it coming out here. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, for anyone who does this, 100% do the leaf blower through there. I think it's already pretty much dry. Sorry, I couldn't find my flashlight, but yeah, not bad. And these are only 2 amp hour batteries, so they didn't last that long. So I ran one full battery and whatever was left on that other one. For sure it'll be dry by the time my valley cover gasket gets here tomorrow. So yeah, top tip, definitely recommend that. Ooh. It's like a little soapy residue or something. Oh, also, today is March 25th. One day, day 10 of the Harbor Freight 10-day deals. I just got this bad boy, which I've been wanting for a long time. It was on sale like $100 off. It was $189, which is good. My Harbor Freight Pittsburgh jack was pretty old. It had a lot of surface rust from where I used to live. I had to keep it outside, and unfortunately, I didn't realize that this is something you gotta service. There's obviously it's a bottle jack at its fundamental core, and you can see it really on this one. They have fill screws for the oil, so you should really drain these, you know, once every year would be awesome. Every other year, something, but unfortunately I never drained it, never serviced my other one, and one of the pistons got stuck, like it stayed down when I was trying to jack something up, and just couldn't really get it repaired. I tried changing the O-rings, and then it was leaking, so obviously I didn't put the right size O-ring on. So long story short, got an awesome new jack for a great price, and that's today only. And honestly, by the time I get this video edited, the deal will have come and gone. Okay guys, I found it. All right, check it out, check it out, check it out. Oh yeah, much easier to see. Yo, for the most part, way better than it was. I know I didn't take any before photos or video, but trust me, this whole thing, like, if you stuck your finger in there and you're in it, you know, along the surface right there, your finger would be straight up oily. So, not perfect, not brand new, but certainly better than it was. Definitely recommend. And then we'll see how effective a catch can actually is. So, what we doing, we putting the fuel rail back on. Okay, which way does that go? Goes towards passenger side, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I cleaned out all the little ports. Oh God. Why? A little fluffy fluff. I'm gonna just put just a little bit of oil to kind of lube up the O-rings. I don't know if you need more or less. I think this is a good amount. Just so they're not dry. Trying to squeeze in there. And then all right. Trying to take care because this thing keeps leaking oil. Oh, hell. Stand by. Forgot I bolted these on. One, two, three, four. Okay, now. There we go. Let's see, which one are we hung up on? That one? That one? Okay. Don't judge me if I'm doing this wrong. Okay, they're all lined up. Oh, wow, beautiful.
Nice.
That's what's up. So anyway, what I was trying to say earlier was, what do you think the priority should be? Should it be get the necessary things fixed and then run it for a little while, or focus on getting everything fixed, and that's going to include a cam, whether it's a stock replacement or something a little more than stock. I'm thinking Johnson lifters. I'm just too scared of going with like the Delphi or BTR or what have you, any of these brands. I've just read about like failures like pretty quick out the gate, and I don't want to mess around with this engine. I know that it's a very expensive engine. For something to go wrong, my funds do not allow for a whole new engine. That doesn't seem to be right. Maybe it goes this way? Huh, no matter which way you put it. That's all right. It'll fix itself. So, that's the question. Do we kind of just hold off, don't really drive the car, save up money and do everything at once? Or do I kind of fix a little bit at a time and drive it as is? And by that I mean the new valley cover fixes that oil leak, hopefully, and then just run it, or buy a flywheel, pull the whole drivetrain out, and replace just the flywheel, clutch and pressure plate. Well, the pressure plate and clutch are supposed to be new, but even if not, I have my old ones from the C5 that I pulled off, the LF7 clutch. Run with that, or yeah, hard to prioritize. Parts for this engine are not exactly cheap, especially since I want to go with the Johnson lifters. Those things are like $760 by themselves. But I think in this case, when I do go with those, I think the smart way to do it is to buy once and cry once, and know that what I have in there is good quality. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do if you were in my position? Money is not exactly freely flowing. I have a little 1-year-old, and daycare is a lot of money, so I don't have the same budget I used to when it comes to, hobbies and having fun. Look at this guy. Look at this dog. What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? Can I zoom in? Tap and hold to adjust zoom. He's just lounging. He likes the grass. He's a good boy. Groot. Oh. Anyways. Yeah, so this video alone has been 6 minutes long. Me just rambling. Excited to get this cleaned intake back on. Hopefully don't have any oil leaks. Very excited to have this car. Get it out there. And I am signed up for autocross April 13th. So we'll be sure to make a video then. That's all I got for you. See you next time.
If that nigga MC Spade finna make and break a bitch, smack her all upside her head.